everybody, it's Lori here today with my unempties and empties. It's always so challenging to say. I have more than I thought I did of unempties. So I want to go over those with you today. We'll keep track of the time here and get moving because I don't want this to be forever. It takes so long to upload and render. My chat and shop video was so long. I had to do it so many times. I tell you what, the system did not want to upload. It was crazy. So before we jump into all of that, I want to welcome you. If you're new to the channel, I hope you decide to stick around and subscribe down below. And I want to welcome you back if you're a returning visitor or subscriber. I'm so glad that you are a part of this channel. So today we are going to talk about some of my empties for the week and unempties. So my theme for the week, as I pull these out, was fun shapes. So we had a lot of fun this week doing some shapes. You'll see some scoops here from my bedroom. I usually use scoops as like fizzy pop and type of thing in my bedroom. So you'll see some of those. And so let's talk about these. Okay, so I wanted to try a little bit of the bathing garden before she releases another another collection. So I tried this rainbow apothecary here. This was good. I tried it in my bedroom. Only used the one, and this is a really nice, it's a lemongrass, yeah, definitely lemongrass, sandalwood type of soft, cozy type scent. This was really nice. I liked it a lot, so I will be melting that. I'll probably put it back into, I have a basket, small basket in the bedroom now. I'll probably put it back. I also tried Skittle Lemonade, also from the Bathing Garden. This was a very fun, fruity scent, so I really enjoyed it. And both of these had good throws. I got them in early March, I want to say. Well, this one was February and this one was March. So far, I am pleased and enjoying those. Then we used up a little bit of Sweet Caroline from Rose Girls. This is so good. Scoopable. So good. It's such a bright, happy, fresh, like cherry. Yeah, it says cherry berry punch and blue Hawaiian. Yeah, and you get a little bit of the creaminess from the ice cream. I really like this one a lot, so I will be enjoying that one. Blue Volcano Fizzy Pop is kind of a staple. I just take a little bit and stick that in there. So it definitely smells like the Blue Volcano with a little bit of the fizzy in there. So definitely enjoy that one. It's not too fizzy, I will say. You guys know I love really fizzy scents, so that's not too bad if you're a little afraid of fizzy. And then from L3, we have this Strawberry Pound Cake Blonde Moment Fizzy Pop. Truly, I don't get a lot of the Strawberry Pound Cake. This was from March. I'm wondering if I should let it sit just a little bit longer. It was really nice. I love the Blonde Moment. You get that. It's mostly Blonde Moment and a hint of maybe Strawberry Pound Cake. It's good. This one's really, really good. I just wish it was a little bit fizzier, I guess, maybe, and maybe a little bit more strawberry. I don't know, but I really do like that one a lot. We chopped up poor Grogu, Baby Yoda, from Sassy Wax Melts, and I did use some of this. I still haven't used his poor little face there. Sad. Barbershop 1920s. This will probably, I hate showing, it's so sad. This will go back probably in my bathroom. It's really nice. I really love Barbershop 1920s. It's strong. I can smell it. You guys know I call it the black hole bathroom, and I can still smell that one. This is so strong. This is from that Smell Good shop, Ultimate Lemon. This will knock your socks off. Probably only need 1 cube, and I wouldn't put it in every warmer if you have multiple warmers. It is so strong. It is so good. I love this. Highly recommend this one. I mean, her wax is really good and performs well, but that is really, truly probably the ultimate lemon. I have a couple here that I mixed together because, you know, I like extra fizzy. I just placed my melted mousse custom order, and literally the following day, I got my shipping notification. She is so good. I'm so impressed. So I can't wait to get that. I did have a couple that I concocted some things. I'll show it to you when I get it. But I wanted to try these prior to ordering. This is Ultimate Fizz, Blackberry, Pink Champagne, and Fizzy Pop, and then Fizzy Pop. So I just kind of cut off little pieces and mixed them. It was really good. I really like her Fizzy Pop. It was very good. And I think I placed, I think it was a loaf, I want to say, of her Fizzy Pop by itself. Okay, So then we have fresh cut grass from Kay's. There's another shape you'll see that we used, and it wasn't large enough to put in all of our warmers, so I used half of this. We wanted a really nice, fresh, outdoorsy scent. We had the windows open. It was a nice day, and this was good. I mean, it didn't, I will say it's funny because it's hard to pick out the difference. I guess that's a good thing, from what it smells like outside with the windows open and all the fresh air, and you get the grass and leaves and trees, flowers, that kind of thing, or blossoms, you know, on the trees right now. So it was hard to pick out the difference. So I felt like it kind of faded fast, but it's very authentic. Liked this one a lot. We have Peaches and Cream from Savannah Blue. I used this in addition to something else because I ran out, didn't have enough of the pieces. And so this was good. It was very, very creamy. I would say definitely cream and penis. So it was more of that type of thing. So I'd say it was like a peach flavored whipped cream is what it kind of smelled like to me. This was good. Wasn't super strong. I think, you know, I don't know, because, you know, you run the risk of having a peach scent that's way too strong, and then you get the ammonia smell. So that's probably a hard balance to make. We have Birdies Making Sense, Seriously Corny, which is a blend of Amish cinnamon bread and sugar milk. I was afraid to use this whole thing, honestly, because my nose is weird about cinnamon. So I actually cut this up, and then and a couple other warmers, I had this Better Homes and Gardens, this hazelnut and cream. This is not a coffee scent at all. It's like a creamy hazelnut. So I thought maybe that would help with this. And it was good. It was definitely a creamy hazelnut, and then you had the Amish cinnamon bread. And so I thought it was really good, and we'll probably finish it up by doing this. But you guys know my nose is weird about cinnamon now. And I wanted to make sure that I gave that a try. So it was definitely good. Then we have Dr. Pepper, Fizzy Soda, Blonde Moment, Bite Me, and Ginger Ale from L3. This is interesting. You definitely, it's heavy on the Dr. Pepper. So you get the Dr. Pepper first and foremost. So it's very, very fizzy with that. I don't know, honestly, how much Blonde Moment and Bite Me I'm getting. It's probably more like Dr. Pepper, Fizzy Soda, and Ginger Ale to my nose. Do I need a lot of this? Probably not. I have a scoop that's similar, I want to say. And it's like, if you're in the mood for it, you're in the mood for it. But this is probably not an everyday kind of a scent. It was different. Definitely different. It might be, I don't know why that's screaming fall to me, but maybe I should, you know, put it away for the fall and try again. This I loved, and I actually had to stop myself from melting it because I want to get more. This is so good. American Cream, Amazing Grace, and Vanilla Tobacco. Oh my gosh, this is so good. So, so pretty. So I use the perfume, the Amazing Grace, and all of those, like, what are they all called? There's a whole bunch of them. I have several of them. I believe it's Philosophy, right? If I'm screwing that up, let me know in the comment section down below. But yeah, so this is so, so pretty with that American Cream. Oh, it's just gorgeous. Love the scent. Perfect bathroom or bedroom scent. It's just so pretty and soft and inviting. Yeah. So I didn't want to use it all up. I want to save a little bit of it and maybe make a request. Maybe not on this next restock, but maybe following with L3 and go from there. So these are the empties. Now we'll move on to those. I had a couple from Bath & Body Works. Thought I would talk about those. I have a soap. I usually have a soap once a week or like 2 the following week. So this is the Mary Cookie and Buttery Shortbread, Vanilla Bourbon, Icing, and Spun Sugar. This was nice. It was light. It was a light vanilla cookie fragrance, but I really like it. You know, I'm doing this thing where I kind of reach in blindly and pull out a soap. So definitely kind of out of season, although I don't know that like a sugar cookie scent needs to be just at Christmas. But I enjoyed it, and I would get it again. And then, wow, I guess I did both Mary Cookies here. That's funny. So I used up this Mary Cookie body cream. I was just using it as like a hand cream, you know, like on my desk here and during the day. So I love this. It smells so, so good. Would want 100% repurchase that one. So we use those two. Then we have a lot of wax. You know, you guys know. We go through a lot. So I used up these little, they were like what, little petit fours or something. From Perkins Melt. And so I had 2 samplers that I purchased. And so I used 2. I cut them in half and used them in my warmers. And actually, a couple of them were just amazing. They were so good. I didn't want to take them out. They were so, so good. So we have For the Love of Lemons cake, which is lemon squares, vanilla buttercream, and cake bake. This was really, really nice. Highly recommend. Would totally get that again. Very delicious. We had Strawberry Wonder Cookie, which is sugar cookie royale and strawberry soda pop. Yeah. So this smelled really, really nice. It really kind of, I didn't get the fizzy, so if there was like a soda pop type of note. To me, it smelled more like a strawberry pound cake, but that's okay because it was really good. Really enjoyed that one. So this was probably my favorite. Oh my gosh, so good. Cobbler meets bread pudding, blueberry cobbler, whole wheat bread, oatmeal milk, and honey. That's hard for me to say. So this smelled like a blueberry muffins and fresh baked bread baking at the same time. That's what it kind of reminded me of. You definitely got the baking bread note, but also a really delicious bakery blueberry. Amazing. Lasted a really long time. I, was totally blown away by this one. Didn't want to take it out. Would 100% repurchase. This was so good. I highly, highly recommend. I will say I don't love this packaging. I would feel so much better if it was in the zip closed packaging. But beyond that, 100%. I tell you, run, get some of those if they have them back on the site. I would highly recommend those. So there are some more in here, but you know what? They get all mixed up, so we'll keep going. So we'll get to some more Perkins melts. We had Savannah Blue. This was Ursula, so that's the one that we kind of mixed. We didn't really mix it in the same warmers, but they were going at the same time. So this is Salty Sea Air Lavender Fresh Cut Grass with a Speck of Garden Dirt. I really like this one. And I know some people aren't a huge fan. My son's like, let's melt something that reminds us of the outdoors because it's such a nice day. I'm like, okay. So we did. I only got a small, square, and I probably won't do that again. I need to get, what does she have, like the six-piece bars or whatever? Or larger shapes. This wasn't large enough, obviously, and that's my fault, to put into 6 warmers. So this, obviously I had to mix it with something else, but this was so good. Highly recommend. It's different, I will say, but, I stepped outside of my comfort zone, and I'm so glad. I will repurchase that for sure. We have from Birdies Making Sense, Vanilla Pineapple Margarita. Very, very good. It mainly was a pineapple scent to me. That's what I really get in this. Really, really juicy, fruity, almost like candy-like pineapple. And it was good. It was very, very good. So, was it Joan Rivers that did the Can We Talk? So, I just want to make a little bit of a point here. It's not a rant at all. It's a point that I want to make. And so I want to kind of get your opinions because this was brought up from my chopping and chatting video. Several people made nice comments, obviously, hopefully. No, several people made comments about when I spoke about a vendor that I didn't get a sample from early on when I was buying wax. And I just received another order, and I believe it's the vendor's practice not to give samples. Well, do I expect a sample? Kind of. At this point, yeah. I mean, I hate, it sounds bad when I say, yes, I expect a sample. I mean, I'm kind of surprised when I don't get one. Let's put it that way, because most vendors give you at least one sample. And do I, is that a demand? Obviously not. Come on. But honestly, I think it is such a good business practice to do that. And it really kind of puzzles me when a vendor doesn't do that. And so this is why this brings this up. Okay, I received this sample from Melted Mousse. This is Fairy Garden. So, I get the sample and I'm like, ooh, garden, you guys know, can't handle florals. I open it up and I'm like, that smells pretty good. I'm like, it smells more, it's like kind of a fruity with a hint of floral in the background. Okay. So I go on the website and I look at the scent notes, and that's pretty much what it is. It's kind of like berries with, like sugary berries with a hint of floral. Is basically, I'm paraphrasing. I melted this darn thing in this office. I didn't want to turn it off. It was on for 2 days. It was the most amazing, delicious smell to my nose. It was funny. I asked my son. I was like, go in there and smell it and see what you think. And he was like, oh, come on. You're going to make fun of me. I mean, obviously I make fun of him, but I'm like, no, I just truly want to know if you say the same thing that I do. And he's like, so he comes in and he smells it and he's like, He's like, all right, don't make fun of me. He's like, it smells like a grape Flintstones vitamin or like a grape candy. And he's like, with a hint of something else. And I'm like, you got it. It smelled kind of like a grape blow pop or like, you know, a candy, like a hard candy with a hint of floral, just a whisper of it in the background, almost like you have a fresh bouquet of flowers on your kitchen table and you're eating some grape candy. That's what it smelled like, and it was so amazing to my nose. I ordered a loaf. I thought about ordering more than one loaf, but I'm like, okay, come on, you don't have to be ridiculous. You have a lot of wax. You can get it again. But it was from this one little piece of wax that when my custom came up, that I ordered this, and I will forever have this in my collection. So I can't tell you how many times that has happened to me where I have received a sample and I'm like, oh my gosh, I have to have it. Here's another one. Cookie Therapy from L3. Now, I love those kinds of scents anyway, but this blew me away. This was another scent that lasted forever, and I didn't want to take it out of my warmer. It smells so buttery, rich, like cookie to me. I don't get a lot. I mean, maybe a hint of the salty pretzel, but it's not, to me, it's not yeasty. At least to my nose, it's not super yeasty. But I like the fresh baked bread smell anyway, so, you know, take that as you will. But anyway, I mean, this, I would buy loaves of it. See, and I can't tell you, like I said, how many times that has happened. So I just think it's a smart business practice. And I was in marketing at one point, so that is one. There was one guest that said, am I in marketing? I was for many, many years. So very good guess. I am no longer in marketing, but yeah, I just think it's such good business practice. I can't tell you how many favorites I've found that I absolutely love that I don't ever want to be without in my collection now that I've tried the sample. So, all right, mini rant over. We have the Pharmacist's Daughter You're My Lobster, which is coffee house, Celtic moon spice, creme brulee, and zucchini bread. Love this. Love their coffee house. Love I guess I'm really finding that I like the Celtic moon spice and zucchini bread. I really, really enjoy that one. Really love their coffee scents. Highly recommend. It would totally get that one again. We had two cutie pies. Yeah, they're right here. I cut them up into fourths and used the extra pieces on another day. We had rainbow sherbet, fruity pebbles, marshmallow fluff. This was so good. So the fruity pebbles and the rainbow sherbet together were so, so good. Yeah, highly recommend that one. Very, very strong. Cereal scents, they do really well with as well. Very, very good. This was from Perkins. This was our mystery. I don't know what happened to the label. This was kind of our mystery tree, but it wasn't at all. It was a very much a vanilla bakery. So it was kind of like a sugar cookie type of smell. I really enjoyed that. I mixed it with, actually I put it with some of their other melts because I only had enough to put in 4 warmers of these pieces. And so I put a couple of extra pieces in. So it was good. So we have, next one is 2 scoops, por favor, Mexican fried ice cream and chocolate con churros. This was really good too. This really surprised me. It was such a it was like a creamy hot chocolate smell. This was really good too. So this was probably my second favorite, and I was really surprised. I didn't think that I would like this, honestly. And so I liked that cobbler, blueberry cobbler, and then this one. Those were my 2 favorites that I melted from that Perkins sampler. Speaking of, oh my gosh, this is so good. This I need to set aside and ask Bridget. She will pour this again soon. It doesn't have to be right away, but oh my gosh, this was so good. Heart to Heart, pink chiffon, and sweet strawberry. This was amazing. So beautiful. The strawberry was so sweet and delicious. I loved this. This is so, so good. It is going in the I need to request it pile. We had Snickerdoodle cookie, and I melted that. And where's the other one? I'm trying to find it. There were 2 cookies that I melted at the same time because I didn't have enough to put in my warmers. This was good. It was a little heavy on the cinnamon, I will say, but that's my nose. So it was realistic scent, I will say. We had Lavender Rocks. This is lavender, sea salt, pink grapefruit, lemon sage, seagrass fir, amber woods, and tonka bean. So this was a nice, pretty lavender bathroom scent. That's where I used it, but I have a lot. I mean, you guys know I've talked about this. I have so much lavender that I don't know that I need this particular lavender again, but we enjoyed it. It was good. This is Irish Spring type, bergamot and citrus, followed by floral, herbal notes and a woody base from Birdies. I don't know how much, and I said it at the time, how much it smells like Irish Spring, the soap, to me, but it was really, really nice. Fresh, clean, like masculine type of body wash, you know, like soap kind of scent. Used this in my son's bathroom. We both really enjoyed that one. This is Mercury the Messenger. It's barbershop, aftershave, and fresh picked blueberries. It's so funny because I smelled this in the package, wasn't sure if I liked it or not, and actually had the same reaction every single different time that I melted this. I like it, and then I'm like, it's really different. I don't know how to describe it. I mean, you get the barbershop with some blueberries, so your nose is kind of like, do those things go together? So I don't know, it was interesting, and I may get another one just because, you know, it's so different than a lot of other scents that you get, but it's not one that I need a huge quantity of. I mean, I feel like a puppy pack is good, so when you're feeling the urge to smell yeah, it's interesting, but you're not, like I said, my nose is kind of like, does that go together? I don't know. It smells kind of good. So interesting. So we had a coffee scent that we melted in the morning from Birdies. I Choose You, Count Chocula, hazelnut coffee, sugar cookie dough. This was so good. Oh my gosh. I'm so glad I have another one of these. And we really enjoyed this melting this week. Oh, so good. Next, we have Tea Time Tarts, Boardwalk Marshmallow, Marshmallow Cream, Warm Sandalwood, and Magnolia Blossom. So the VMC that we call it. Had two shapes, melted it in here. This was a really nice, creamy Boardwalk Marshmallow. I really enjoyed melting that one. So yeah, that was very good if you're looking for a good VMC blend. We had some more Perkins, B&L pie, banana cream, and lemon meringue pie. Another good one. I'm telling you, these all surprised me. They were so good. I was so worried with the packaging that they would lose their scent, but very, very soft wax, and it just did so well in my tea lights. Highly recommend. Okay, so we had a couple that where is the other piece? It's like they get mixed up in this thing. Here's the other one. Okay. So we had a couple that I ended up mixing together because they weren't big enough for all of my warmers. So I have I'm All Ears, cornbread, butter brickle, and a hint of mac apples. We melted that along with this cornbread and cotton candy from Birdies. It was good. It was a very sweet mac apple cotton candy cornbread type of blend. I thought it was good. It was interesting. Again, probably maybe would have been better in the fall, maybe. For my nose, but I'm glad that I tried it. I think it was good. I like cornbread and mac apple together, so highly recommend, you know, trying that one. And this blew my socks off because I don't know, I didn't like it as much in the package as I did melted sweet strawberry and French baguette. So this was so good. It smelled like you were toasting the bread and then you slathered on some delicious like homemade strawberry preserves. I probably said that when I was smelling it for the basket. That's exactly what it smelled like, melting. So strong. Highly recommend. Oh, I loved that one. We had what was this? Like a snowflake in the strawberries and cream donut holes. This was a very like strawberry whipped cream. Didn't get a ton of bakery, I will say. I would have liked a little bit more bakery in this one. Did I say this from Rose Girls? It is. But yeah, so it was good, but she has so many other blends that I like better. So yeah, I'd probably stick with some of those. We had this Pucker Up from the Pharmacist's Daughter, grapefruit, lemon, lime, and blackberry. Used this in my bedroom. Really nice, sugary, sweet, delicious scent. And yeah, I would totally purchase that one again. We have this Peach Glow and Strawberry Pound Cake from Savannah Blue. Tangerine Gelato, Just Peachy, and Birthday Cake with Strawberry Pound Cake. So that's the one I have some of the peach left. I kind of had that going in 2 warmers, and this was in the 4 warmers that I have in my living room, like office space out there. And this was really good. Her Strawberry Pound Cake is so good. I'm telling you, so delicious. Really love that one and highly recommend. Very strong. It's very strong for me. Okay, L3, my son finished up this Oahu. It is citrus notes of orange, lemon, and lime, blended with violet, pomelo, driftwood, cassis, pineapple, mango, and fresh mountain greens. Really reminds us of the Capri Blue, Anthropology Volcano, whatever you want to call it. That's usually the fragrance oil blend, I think, is Volcano. This is so good. We have several of those, and I think, did I just buy 2 loaves of it? I want to say yes. It's so good. We love that from her. 100%. Highly recommend. Go pick some up. It's so good. So Rainbow Melts. We have Comfort. This says, wrap yourself in the comfort of warm cashmere musk. It's hard. Sweet vanilla and soft woods. This was really, really pretty. I used this in my bathroom. I could smell it. Very soft and pretty. Definitely a vanilla cashmere type scent. Really like this and would totally repurchase and recommend. We have Perkins Melts, Cherry Crumb Pie, Caramel Custard, and French Vanilla. This is probably my least favorite of the bunch. It definitely smelled like a cherry cream pie, but it didn't last as long as the other ones did. So this one probably wouldn't be one I recommend as highly as the other ones. It wasn't bad. I'm not saying that. It's just was probably my least favorite of the bunch. We have Sassy Wax Melts. Is it Crushin'? Yeah. Pineapples, blue raspberry, French vanilla, strawberry, raspberry, guava. So to me, this was very, very pineapple-y, strawberry, raspberry, guava. Very, very good, fresh, bright, fruity, like candy, sugary scent. Enjoyed that one. This was the other cookie I was looking for from Birdies. Oatmeal cookies with icing. So I used these at the same time as the Snickerdoodle. Again, a little bit too heavy on the cinnamon for my nose, but I would think for the average person it would be totally fine. We have Coffee Addiction from Birdies. This is freshly brewed coffee with a swirl of vanilla, creamer, and sugar. So good. Her coffee is so delicious. Really enjoyed this one. Oh, I love her coffee sets. Right now, I have going in my living room. Birdies Making Sense. You Make Me Feel Alive. Grape and Fizzy Pop. This is so good. And it's a very candy, grape, fizzy scent. But it also makes me feel like, I don't know, like a fresh and clean. I don't know how to describe that. It's like fresh and clean. Almost like there's a hint of laundry and there's not. But it's so bright and happy. I just love this. I repurchased some in her last restock and will always have that on hand. I love it. Just puts me in a great mood and love to smell that one. Speaking of, this is so good too. Britta's Santa's Been Poisoned. Sugar cookie royale, sugar cookie dough, chocolate chip cookie dough, and peanut butter cookies. So we all agree it smells like you're baking chocolate chip cookies and peanut butter cookies at the same time in your oven. Britta has the best chocolate chip cookie dough and peanut butter cookie wax that I have ever found. It is amazing. I will always repurchase. I highly recommend. She does a really good peanut butter and jelly as well. So if you haven't tried it and you're at all curious, please grab some. Do yourself a favor. I'm telling you, amazing. Okay, Fruity Pebbles Cupcake, Wandering in Wonderland, Fruity Pebbles Vanilla Baked Cupcake, and Flushy. Nobody wants flushy marshmallow. Fluffy marshmallows. This was really good. So it was like a Fruity Pebble cupcake to me. That's what it smelled like. I mean, and that's what the picture is. You definitely got the Fruity Pebbles, strong, the cereal scent, but also like the buttercream in the cupcake smell as well. Very, very good, strong. We all loved this one. I mean, you know, it probably fizzled out. Again, I use tea lights and they go out. I mean, the scents fizzle. I would say about 5 hours, but we really enjoyed it. It was very strong while it was going, and we liked it. We have, before I get to a couple samples, I finished up this vintage chic that I got in the D-stash because I talked about this before. Don't love the package. Just these bakery bags. I was going to rebag it. I thought, you know what, I'll just use it. This is Night of the Living Dead, and it's Satsuma, Blonde Moment, Vanilla Bean, Noel, and Zucchini Bread. You know, I think I would rather have the Satsuma and the Blonde Moment by itself. I love those scents, and together they're just amazing. I don't know, mixing in the zucchini bread made it a little strange to me, so I wouldn't purchase this exact blend again. But I love those components, like separate from each other, just not necessarily, together. And then, let's see, we have this orange juice cake. Again, a really small tile from Savannah Blue. Sunshine orange juice mixed into buttery cake. This was really nice, but again, it was a very small piece. And that was my fault. I will order larger pieces in the future. This was really nice. A very, very nice, like, yeah, citrusy cream cake. That's kind of what it smelled like, and really enjoyed it. All right, so we have a few of these samples, you know, some of these sample sizes that we use in here and in my son's bathroom, and then we'll be done. So we have this Mischief Managed from L3, Palo Santo, blue sugar, and toasted marshmallow or toasted mallow. My son said, put something in my bathroom, surprise me, that you don't necessarily like or you don't know if you'll like. So definitely, you guys know how I feel about Palo Santo and blue sugar. He loved it. Of course he did. And and it actually smelled, it smelled kind of good. I think that toasted mallow with the two just made it really, it was kind of nice actually. I didn't mind it. I don't know, again, I don't know how much I would order of it, but it wasn't bad, my phrase. We had zucchini bread, birthday cake, and cinnamon rolls. I loved this from L3. Oh my gosh, so good. This is going in the purchase again pile. Again, little sample. We'll totally repurchase this. I love her zucchini bread. It's so good. And even the cinnamon rolls really didn't bother my nose. It was, I think because of the zucchini bread making it more creamy, kind of cut that sharpness of the cinnamon to the point where I would like it. Another one, hello, sugared lavender twist. I have this. This is, you can get this, what is it? Is it Better Homes and Gardens, I want to say? So you can get it retail wax at Walmart. Very similar. I don't know, I kind of like this one better. This was good. So if I, you know, when I go back to buying lavender again, I will probably pick some of this up. So this surprised me again from a little sample. And then this from Southbound Rose Gold. Here's another one. I'm telling you, samples, they really suck me in. So this is Rose Gold from Southbound. Sugar candy, juicy raspberries, plum, and a hint of floral. So this is probably similar maybe to the scent. I mean, they didn't smell the same to me. This was much more of a raspberry versus a grape, but it's the same type of sugary sweet type of scent with a hint of floral. This has a little bit more floral, so I have to be really in the mood for that. But I did order this from her in her recent, I want to say, pre-order. And yeah, all from a little sample. So I'm telling you, there it is. So we have this B&L pie that I combined with the other two pieces from Perkins and used that up. Good scent. We had tumbleweeds and terracotta from Kay's. This was not a favorite. It kind of smelled like being out in the desert. You know what it really reminds me of? It's funny. Reminds me of like if you just built a cedar deck, like it's brand new and you're outside, so you get that outside air, but it's really cedar, like fresh cedar to my nose. That's what it reminds me of. Probably not something we would repurchase, but I'm glad that we tried it and it was interesting for sure. And then we have shampoo from Kay's. This is the Biolage, definitely Biolage dupe. It is so strong. This is like, I could smell it from out of my bathroom where, you know, I can't smell hardly anything, down the hallway into my living room. It's so strong. So yeah, I really like this scent. It smells it smells exactly like the shampoo if you've used it. So if you're looking for that, definitely highly recommend that one. This next one is Tide Ultra from Kay's. You know, it's funny because we use Tide a lot and this didn't smell, I don't know, it didn't smell exactly like Tide Ultra to me. Maybe I'm not using the original. Maybe I'm using other stuff mixed in. I don't know. It didn't smell exactly like it. It was a nice scent for the bathroom, but I kept thinking, it doesn't smell exactly like our laundry detergent. It was good though. And this last one is a Serendipity sample from Beezy's. And so I love his sample shapes. They're in those donut sizes. I actually have it going right here. I had to cut it in half because I was afraid it would overflow the warmer. This was a really, really nice, creamy cherry smell without it being like overly cherry. Definitely not like cough syrupy or anything. This was really, really nice and pleasant. Really enjoyed this one and highly recommend you pick that one up. So we made it through. Another long one, but I didn't want to separate, you know, I think it was, what was it, 8-9 minutes for my unempties. I didn't necessarily want to separate those and have a really short video and then a much longer one. So hopefully that's okay with you guys, you know, grab a snack. Well, we're at the end now, but you know, always with my videos, grab a snack, grab a cup of coffee, you know, grab a tea or glass of wine and pull up a chair and chat a while. So thank you so much. I appreciate you watching. Tomorrow, we will be talking about my basket for the week, so that'll be fun. And I will also be revealing what I do as a career. So stay tuned for that tomorrow. I wanted to give everybody a chance, you know, that maybe wants to watch and give a guess before I, you know, let you guys know. So what is my theme for tomorrow? So my theme is going to be, we're calling it custom chunks and mini melter. So it could be, or any custom basically. So it's going to be any customs that we have done in the past. So you'll see some of our customs, some of the customs that L3 has done, and we've purchased, like, you know, those custom chunks that she had left over. We got mystery bags and had some of those in it. And also we're going to have some mini melters from Rose Girls, and we're going to do some mixology this week. My son really loves doing that. He's always trying to concoct new great scents. So we're going to do some of that. Thought it would be fun. I have cut a lot of them up already. You'll see that because I had to refilm my chopping video. I said that a little bit in the beginning. So a lot of them are cut, but that just makes it easier to start the week. So I hope you join me tomorrow and see what goodies I have pulled from my basket. Have a great night, everyone, and we'll see you next time. Bye, everybody.